Hello there, this is number 15 on the pre and post test for term 3 regular test. This is practicing hearing half steps and whole steps. Before on term 2's tests, you heard both and you got to compare. This time on term 3, you only hear one, half or whole steps. So you don't have the benefit of listening to both and deciding which is which. So you have to know right away which one is half and which one is whole. This example, A, sounds like this. They're half steps, and whole sounds like this. They sound very similar, but they're different. If it helps to see it played on a virtual keyboard, here's the half steps. So you can see it goes white, black, white, black note. There are no notes. Our half steps skipped. Our whole step example was this. This is a whole step from here to here because we're skipping a note in between. Here's our whole step. We're going to skip a note in between and go to this note. Skip this note, go to this note. So half steps are just key to key. Here's our half steps. Because there's no black key here, this white to white note is still a half step. It just involves no black notes. These are half steps. And again, here's another spot where there's no black key, but this is still a half step because it doesn't skip any key in between. So going back to our example of half steps, here's what I'm playing. It sounds like it inches its way up. The whole steps are bigger and they don't go up as small of increments. So you can hopefully hear the difference between whole and half. Now I'm sitting at the piano and I'm going to play a few examples of whole and half, and you can see if you can guess whole or half. Here it is again. Those were half steps. I played these notes. So it just went up by very small steps. Good, let's try a different example. You're asking yourself, does this sound like it's inching its way down little by little, or do the steps sound just a little bigger than half steps? Those were whole steps. These are the notes I just played. Sometimes a hint I like to tell kids is that half steps kind of sounds like a circus. So that's kind of the circus theme that you hear. Whole steps sounds like a dreamland, sort of. If you want to go to this virtual piano, you can see the address there and you can try it out for yourself. I will do maybe 2 more examples just for the heck of it. Here it is again. And that was half steps. Played 4 half steps. Cool. Here's a last example. Again, those sound very small, like small steps, so it's half steps. If there were whole steps starting on this note, it would be. And the half steps sounded like this. Hopefully that helps you to try to hear the difference between whole and half steps.